It's been roughly 5 years since this post appeared on the internet, and since then, a lot has happened. We had the UFOs that were originally shot down over Alaska and Canada, and then the Tic Tac was brought to our attention. We had the Las Vegas incident, the Miami Mall incident, and then we had David Grush, and David Grush came out and spoke under oath for the first time ever, talking about secret programs, UFOs, and things like the Immaculate Constellation program. Don't forget about Chris Bledsoe. Following that, we had our documentary series, things like Bob Lazar, Age of Disclosure, as well as Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day. Now, whether you love that movie or hate that movie, regardless, Steven Spielberg literally said there's more truth than fiction in that movie, and he claims that it was brought to his attention due to the facts of everything we just talked. This is no coincidence, okay? Because after all of this came out, the Pentagon finally started to come out and be like, okay, maybe we see things in the sky, but we don't know what they are. But remember,
I don't think the American people need to worry about aliens with respect to these craft.
yeah, all of that to get here. But what the most interesting point of this story is this timeline right here. The reason this timeline is so interesting was because it was presented to us about 4 years ago by Colonel Carl Nell at a SALT conference a few years ago. He presented this specific timeline, and at the time, it was just gently thrown into his presentation. But when we look at this on a deep level, it is connecting the dots almost to the date. Exiting out of the summer of 2026 and moving into 2027, you can see here some of the accomplishments that have already taken place. And look at this, even stuff like signatures, like getting people on board like Neil deGrasse Tyson was kind of a part of their plan. As you can see on this list, academic acceptance is a part of their plan, and Neil deGrasse Tyson is the perfect example of that. This man absolutely did not believe in UFOs, and then suddenly the evidence was presented to him in such a way that he magically became a part of the equation. So, looking forward on this list, what is it that we can expect to see down the road if this list actually is giving us a realistic timeline of proper events that are taking place in the UFO disclosure program? Judging by this map, we are exiting into phase 3. And yes, we've touched base on some of these, but I have a feeling we're going to get to dive a lot deeper on the physics, the biology, the makeup and chemistry of exactly what it is we're dealing with. For those of you that follow the UAP space, you probably noticed that there's been a giant dead spot in the information zone. Not just me, I know I've been MIA, but seriously, that's because I've been working my other jobs. That being said though, in the space itself, there's not a whole lot happening right now, which is a breath of fresh air. However, it probably means that they're sitting there cooking up the next batch of goody information that's about to roll on out. So, going back to the beginning, this right here, if that doesn't mean what it is we're talking about, this gigantic rollout of information, if you don't think that's happening, well, you might be the problem. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know, and we'll see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you got some information out of this. We'll see you soon.